Lack of education is one of the most important global issues that exist, and after so many years of trying to solve it, there are still many areas of opportunity that need to be addressed. In this project, I decided to work on this issue because it's one that is very present in my community and I know I can help solve this issue. Why is this issue relevant? Well, education has become very important in our society. People can get a good paying job partly because of their quality education. Without education, people normally live in poverty and they can't provide for their families their basic needs, such as food and water. It is especially relevant to me because my dad comes from a very poor family, and from his 7 siblings, he was the only one that graduated college on time, and from the rest, only 2 people attended college afterwards. I have seen how much the lack of college education has affected my aunts and uncles. So I can't even imagine how much people struggle when they don't even have their basic education completed. This is why I want to help. Education really makes a difference between living in poverty and living comfortably. The intercultural communications and research made me realize that education is not valued enough, not prioritized enough, and this situation just causes more problems to exist in Mexico. People have a right to educate themselves. Yet, how could they do it if they don't have any closed schools available, or if they don't realize the importance of education, or if they are not encouraged by others? This problem will continue to exist and get worse if we do nothing about it. It will only encourage more poverty and more hunger in the country. We need to act now. We need to help eradicate this problem so that we can develop in the country. The interactions didn't make me change my perspective, but rather they made me expand and complement my perspective since they mentioned things I hadn't considered before. For example, I hadn't considered that a lack of education can lead to bad friendships and relationships, as Pilar mentioned when I interviewed her, which, by the way, I think that is completely true. My proposal is to make first a local campaign with the purpose to teach people the basics of education with in-person classes through activities, fun videos, illustrations, presentations, etc., in which anyone with education can sign up to help. The main topics would be math, science, which would include many things about the environment and its importance, and Spanish to learn reading and writing. The topics would be divided between the people participating in the campaign. They would use their knowledge and creativity to explain the topics assigned to them, and there would be a team that evaluates and approves the material and class prepared by the people. And with just some investigation, we can find the places in most need of education and go there to help them and give them the chance of attending school, of learning, by inviting them to our classes. Volunteering is one of the most rewarding things we can do to help others, since it fills us with joy and we can get to know other perspectives, other types of living. We can learn from these experiences and it makes us humble. That's the impact my proposal would have in me and in everyone that joins the campaign. The positive implications regarding society would be less ignorance and less poverty, which relates to the economy because there would also be less corruption, people would be fit for higher paying jobs, which would have a positive implication on the environment, since people can invest in buying reusable bags, bottles, straws, etc. And because people would be less ignorant, people would be more conscious about the problem of the environment, therefore they would try and help more. The negative implication is that education makes it easier to leave the country, and if many people do leave, the country would lose its workers, its citizens, and that may have a negative impact on the economy. My role is, first of all, to create conscience about the problem. I have to take initiative if I want to do this. I have to start looking for the people interested in helping solve the issue. I have to use my social media to gather as much people as possible. I have to start investigating where people need our help. I have to start fundraising to pay for transport, food, and materials needed. As the founder of the campaign, I need to really invest time on this and really look for the best solution. It's me who has to start doing something if I really want to make an impact and help others.